Hello, you are welcome once again to another training on Dannycom channel. On Dannycom channel, we take our time and walk you through the very basic thing that you need to know when it comes to technology. In today's video, I'm going to take my time and teach you how to connect your Microsoft Excel to your MSQL data or MSQL database for you to be able to read data from your MSQL database so that you will be analyze the results in your SQL data through your MS Excel sheet. Okay, so if you are into analysis or if you're into data analytics and then you have your data in a database which is MSQL database, and then you want to read the data in MX Excel or Microsoft Excel, then this tutorial is for you. All right. And so what you have to first of all do is that you click on your start button, you locate your Excel, open that one. So while the Excel opens, you can locate your MSQL server or studio as well. Then you open that one also. And so you open the two of them at the same time, then you connect to read the data from. So first of all, you open your Excel. As you can see, the Excel has successfully been launched. Okay, so now you wait for your studio to also open, and then I will walk you through the very basic thing that you need to do for you to be able to connect your MS Excel or Microsoft Excel to your MSQL database. MSQL database, that is your Microsoft Server Management Studio database. All right. And so as you can see, this is the studio. You open it, and when you open, if you are new to this, we will take our time and teach you this. When it comes to database, everything that you need to know, but not in this particular video. We will come up with a new video that will teach you the very basics. This one is for those who are already advanced and then they want to connect their Excel sheet to the SQL database for them to be able to read data from the database in their Excel sheet. Okay, so now you have your Excel sheet already opened, as you can see here. So you can just give your Excel sheet, let's say, a heading, and then you just type in anything. For instance, connecting your Excel to MSQL database for analysis. Okay, so I can just make this bold, increase the font size a bit, so that it becomes readable. All right, as you can see, it's now okay. All right, so now what you are going to first of all do for you to be able to get access to the data in your database is that you have to open your database so you can see you have your databases here. So we are going to connect to this particular database called connect to SQL or connect to Excel. Sorry, we are going to connect to this Excel. We have two columns at the moment in this, which is we have two columns in this, which is region and then a region code or something like that. Yeah, region code. So we are going to look at this table, which is we have region and then their codes. Okay, so we are going to connect to this particular database, and then we will read the data in the Microsoft Excel. Okay, so we will minimize this and quickly go to our Excel, and then when we go to Excel, we will locate where it says data. Okay, so when you are able to see data, you can see from the tabs open here or the ribbons open here that we have from other sources. When you click on this, the very first option that says from SQL Server. Okay, so you click on SQL Server, and then they will ask you for the server name, the server you are connecting to. This point, you go to your database, and when you go to your database, the first page, this is the server name. So you copy the server name. Okay, and now you minimize this particular screen. Go back to your Excel, paste your server name here. This place you use the Windows authentication. Okay, assuming you use username and password to connect to that particular server, then you provide that one here. But instead, we will use Windows authentication. You click on next, you wait for it to load, and then whilst it's loading, you become a little bit patient. You can see now we have access to the server now. So they are asking us to select the database that contains the data we want, okay? And by default, the database in the SQL server is the master, all right? So connect to a specific table. No, before we connect to a specific table, we have to select the database type, okay? So now we will click on the database drop down, and I told you we are going to connect to Excel, okay? So as you can see, Excel, connect to Excel is here. So we have selected that particular table. Now connect to a specific table. You can now decide to enable selection of multiple tables, okay? But we are using only this table, okay? So now we will just click on next. And then as you can see, the file name, you can decide to give it a file name that you want. You can give it a description that will tell what you are doing. You can give it a friendly name as well and all this. But then what I'm interested in is for me to be able to connect to the database or the table in the database. So now I just click on finished. Okay. Now I will just click on OK. So as you can see, I have been able to import the data in the database successfully into my SQL or into my Microsoft Excel. Okay, so at this point, I have been able to bring all the data inside the database, which is this place, all the data inside this particular. So when I go here and I select top 1000, as you can see, top 1000, when it comes, so whilst we wait for it, all right, here we goes. Okay, so these are the data that is currently loaded inside the MS Excel. Assuming you are into data analytics, after reading your data from the database, you will be able to draw your graphs and other things from here. And remember, anytime the source data changes, it affects your Excel sheet as well. So this is how you can do to connect your database, your MSQL database to your Microsoft Excel for you to get data in your data sheet, for you to be able to analyze everything that you are doing. And remember, anytime the source data changes, which is anytime your database is updated, the data sheet or the information in your Excel is going to be updated. So you don't have to always keep pulling data from your database and then be updating it in your Excel sheet. So you can connect your Excel to your MSQL database and then read data from the database direct and be making your data analytics. Thank you very much for watching this video, and subscribe to this channel if you have not done so. Share our videos as well to educate somebody.